Welcome to the show, Dan.
Hey, thanks.
Welcome everybody else to the show. Thanks so much for tuning in. Tantrumhouse Studio 3. This is our Saturday morning board game show. I'm Will Meadows.
I am Journeyman Dan.
I'm Hannah Johnson.
And I'm Sarah Meadows.
Today we've got a bunch of games to hang out and play with you guys and show off things that we've been playing recently. Kevin and Melissa are not here. They're at Gen Con. I assume if you're watching this, you're not at Gen Con, but you might be. Let us know in the comments if you've seen anything incredibly cool while you're there. We've got a bunch of games on the table, and on that table, they're both tables, so I can say tables safely.
Yes.
Safely without being in the wrong spot. We're going to be playing a bunch of games. We want to also start off the show by giving a shout out to our sponsors. We always like thanking them for being a part of our show. The Op, which we're going to be looking at something later from them.
Turning Tide.
Brand new, pretty cool stuff. The Good Game Company, which we've got a little quite cool sneak peek ahead of production thing we're going to look at later. And then Board Game Shield, BG Shield. We're going to be talking about some of their products later in the show as well. Thank you guys for tuning in. Drop us some comments. Let us know where you're tuning in from. Ryan is over here manning the helm and taking good care of us. But I think we're pretty much ready to go. You guys ready over there at the table? The other table?
Maybe.
The game topper table. Let's head over there and get this show started.
Hey guys, welcome to the table. I'm here. I put the box cover down on the floor. What a mistake. Noob move.
Oh, I see it. I get it.
This game is Iki by Hachette Games. It is actually a remake or re-implementation of a game they published that came out in 2015. So we got some new art. I don't know if you've played it, but this is a game about the Edo time period in Japan. And so in the game here, you're artisans in Japan, and you're going around to different stalls. We have different stalls here on the table. Everybody here has a main character, Meepo. Mm-hmm. It's a very long Japanese name that I should have memorized. I think it's Oya Kazaki or something like that.
That was a good guess.
That's
anyway.
close, right? So the first thing on your turn, I'll go first, is we have to decide how many spaces we're gonna go. We're just gonna jump in and let you figure out how to play this game real quick. So I'm gonna decide that I'm gonna go, let's say 3 spaces.
With my little hat guy?
Yeah, so you get to pick how many
I'm
spaces.
gonna go 4. I'm gonna
Alright.
be running through the market.
I'll go 2.
2, good idea.
Okay.
Good idea. So the first thing you would do on your turn, since we resolve this from left to right or right to left, depending on the way you're looking at it, Jonah, you get to pick one of these people up here in our market.
Okay.
That you can put out. On the left, it has a price, so that guy costs 2 monies.
Okay.
This is your money here.
Yep. The sake peddler.
Ooh, sake peddler.
Yep.
Okay.
He
2
gives
monies,
you
for sure.
rice.
Sure does.
So you can put him on any one of these places here. We already have people on the board. Yeah, you can put it right there. And then you would take one of your miniature workers. These are your koban, I think they call them. But they are your workers at the stall there. And then you move your guy 2 spaces around the board.
And these are
Clockwise.
the spaces?
Yes, these are the spaces
Okay.
here. 1, 2. So, when you go to a space, you can do the action here at the stall. So
Okay.
you can trade 3 money for 2 rice, which would probably be a good idea for you to do because you need rice to feed your people.
Are these the rice?
No, these are the rice.
Well,
It's white rice.
it doesn't look like that.
Take 2 rice.
It's obviously some sort of bundle. It's not
Oh,
a
that's
grain of
true.
rice.
They should have made grains. That would be great. But it would be
Individual
very exciting.
grains. Okay.
If there was a artisan here, you could also take the action of the artisan.
Okay.
But there isn't one. So then it would be my turn. So I would move 1, 2, 3. I get a fire. There's a fire track on this board because eventually in the game there is going to be a disaster and a fire is going to break out in this marketplace.
We know this. You know this. You sound like the arsonist. There will eventually be a
No,
fire.
it wasn't me. It wasn't me. I promise. It wasn't me. And then, so I take the stall and I can take this action from this guy, which gives me 2 money. And because it's...
And a nice pair of eyeglasses, apparently.
Eyeglass peddler. And because it's somebody else's, so this is Katie's artisan, he gets to upgrade 1 space.
So that it now costs an extra.
No,
something,
now
or-
anytime you get payday, you get 2 money.
Oh.
So anytime somebody else goes to your little guy in the stall, you upgrade your person. If he gets to the top, like if you upgrade all the way up here, your guy retires.
Oh.
He's made enough money. And you take the retired guy off the board and you put him here on your board and you get his reward up there on the top for the
Okay.
rest of the game.
Very cool.
So that's how you keep on going. So Katie would go next.
this
and
a
she would go-
space?
No, you just go these.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
So here you can buy pipes and bags of tobacco.
Oh. Do I probably should get a pipe first.
There's
These
no artisan.
there is no artist or the
Is it just the person lowest move gets to buy the first artisan? Buy the only artisan?
actually we were supposed to do that as well.
Oh.
You're supposed to get an artisan too.
Yes,
Do you get
everybody
a
gets
new
to
card?
do that first. No, it doesn't replenish
Oh.
until the end of the month. So this game is broken down into 12 different months, and it's into each season. So
Oh, I
there's
see that.
different.
Spring,
Yep.
summer, fall, winter, and an additional winter.
And new stacks of cards, it looks like. New artisans
Yep.
for each one.
There's new stacks
way you
for
can
every
upgrade 'em.
season, and
Very
there's
cool.
new
I like that.
different goals. So the pipes and the fish here on the board, therefore more set collection. You can see on your board here, the more fish you get, the more points you get at the end of the game.
Nice.
Yep.
And then these are upgraded buildings.
Yes. So instead of getting or hiring an artisan, you can build a building if you get the resources. They're a little bit harder to get all the resources for. But
see that.
the only thing different about a building, once you put it down, you can't get your worker back.
Oh.
He stays out there for the rest of the game. But
Did
the
they
buildings,
take up a slot in
they
here?
do.
Oh.
And they can be burned down. So
With the
That's
fire.
very threatening.
fire.
With the
Yeah.
That's
fire.
twice now you've threatened this with
I
arson.
know, right? This game it's pretty fun. There's a lot going on in the game. There's a lot of different options that you can do to gain points to win the game. And it's pretty tight too.
The iconography looks a lot, but it's actually pretty simple. I mean,
Yeah.
I had not had a chance to play it yet, but as I sit here and listen to you kind of explain, all of the iconography makes sense.
Yeah.
It wouldn't-
I'm
it
already
wouldn't-
looking at it going, I think
Yeah.
I could sit and play
Yeah,
that.
it wouldn't confuse.
There is a
whatever.
lot to
The
look at, but
most
it's,
most money wins at the end.
you get these Iki.
Oh,
The Iki points. Yeah.
Iki points.
Yeah,
All right.
so on some of the cards or on some of the end game points, there's flowers on there, and that's how you gain points and win the game.
So really, we're collecting flowers.
We are.
Okay.
Very cool.
Iki
Iki.
flowers. Yeah.
Is that it's a type of flower?
Maybe? I think.
I'm not sure what it is. We'll have to look. But that is
That is Iki by Hachette Games. Back to the couch.
The couch. I just spent like 2 minutes watching an ad for Gen Con at the beginning of our show, which was great. The FOMO got stronger as I was watching the ad. All right, what game are we looking at, Dan?
All right, we are looking at another Marvel Legendary from Upper Deck, but this time it is Guardians of the Galaxy MCU edition. So just a quick...
So there already is a Guardians of the Galaxy.
Correct.
But it's like comic book.
comic book art, yeah. So they came out with the comic book art version of Marvel, and then they said, you know what, there's this group, like Hannah, have
Yep.
you ever read the comic books?
I have not seen the comic books, but I'm a huge movie fan.
Right, so this version would be great for you because it's all based on the movies, so you can relate with a lot of the characters and all of that. It is screen grabs of the characters rather than comic book art, but that is why this is the MCU edition.
Okay.
So, in this, we've got a lot of the familiar heroes. You've got your Star-Lord here.
Chris Pratt shirtless.
Chris Pratt
Yeah,
shirtless,
in
of
the
course.
game.
Yeah.
Is he even shirtless in the movie? I'm sure he is.
Oh yeah, yeah. You've got Gamora. Gamora's over here. We have Drax, of course. You have to have Drax in there.
He's my favorite.
The one addition, the difference here is Mantis. We see her in the movie, of course, in number 2, and then some of the Avengers movies. And then finally, the 5th hero is actually a combo.
Ooh.
It is Rocket and Groot together.
Of course. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Of course.
So
Normal?
They're a team.
They are a
They
team.
work together.
they are a team, yeah. Usually,
They're a combo.
usually they're usually you do have just single heroes on a card. This allowed them to do these dual heroes for each card. So we've got 2 cards actually, and in this version you could then buy 1 card. So I could buy this card, add it to my deck, But then when it comes into my hand and I go to play it, I could say, you know what, I'm going to use passion. Or this time I'm going to use
You gotta
compassion.
pick-
So you pick
Options.
which one it is.
That's
yeah.
really nice.
Gives you options.
Is
One
that a
thing.
brand new mechanic to Legendary? Was that in any of the other games?
This was in, I think,
play
the
a lot of
Civil War
Legendary.
expansion. Yeah, so
Okay.
it was in a previous one, but it's not common.
Okay,
But it has shown up. But being in the MCU, you have fun things, which this is one of them. You know, the baby Groot is press the button.
Yes.
And then the Rocket is saying, don't press this button.
Yes.
okay. Well,
So I don't know, that
The flavor
pulled at me.
text
Yeah,
is pretty
flavor
cool.
text. When you've got Drax, you have his I'm invisible or nothing goes over my head.
I'll do you one better.
Right. One scheme I really enjoy, and it's so subtle, but it's the escapable kiln space prison or inescapable kiln space prison.
Okay.
which they immediately escaped from.
Right. one twist is called that guy's leg. And so it's
Yes.
it's little flavor that gets thrown in there that makes it a lot of fun.
David
So-
M says Drax's image is a still shot, so I can't see it.
Fantastic.
That is good.
That's
That is
really good.
I like that. Yeah, so you've got that going on. They brought back a keyword called excessive violence. So if you spend more to fight, you get a benefit from it. So usually, you might only have to spend 5 to fight Yondu here, but if you spend 6, you get an additional benefit.
Okay.
Of course, you're going to see that on Rocket. You're going to see that on Drax. Makes total sense. They
They
are
would be
the
fighting.
violent ones. But you also have a new keyword called excessive kindness. So you've got
Boo.
Mantis. You've got Groot uses
Who in the
that.
Guardian? Oh, Groot. Okay, so
Groot.
Who in the Guardians of the
Yeah.
Galaxy is excessively kind. Oh, I guess.
Mantis and Groot. Yeah, that makes
Yeah.
that works.
Same concept. You spend more to recruit a hero. You then get an additional benefit.
Okay.
Some interesting things there. You do see some other characters show up, like I forget Irani Rail.
Yeah, the general lady.
Yeah.
the
So
president
some of the where are they from?
that one planet.
Yeah.
Cool.
planet.
Somebody help us out.
A planet.
I had it before I got
All
here.
the ships.
What is it?
locked
Did
up.
anyone?
Right.
Is anyone in the comments letting us know? That's the
Yeah.
question.
Ego is on a hero card with Mantis. You've got Yondu, who's with Star Lord. So you got some of those double cards going on there. I do want to take a minute and talk about our villains here. We've got, of course, Ronan the Accuser. You have to have Ronan from the first movie. But you also have Ego, the Living Planet.
See a good. Oh, we got 2
Yeah.
cards. Okay.
So in Legendary, you have to beat the villain 4 times in order to defeat him, because they adjust their tactics and they get better and they change what they're doing. It's kind of the theme there. Ego is essentially the board because he's a planet.
Nice.
Obviously. Yeah.
So he's stronger the more city spaces there are. Usually there are 5. But when you play his Master Strike card that's in the deck, the city gets bigger. Therefore, he gets stronger.
Oh, interesting.
And then as you fight him, the city shrinks and it gets smaller and smaller and smaller. And you're actually trying to completely destroy the city as you play the game. So very different take on it. I like it when they do stuff that's not just more keyword soup. Like it's
Right.
actually
Got some
changing
theme.
the mechanic and some theme there.
Have you played the original comic book one?
I have,
Guardians of the
yes.
Galaxy? So the question was, how different is this from the comic version? Also, Nishant, thanks, man.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
thank you.
Appreciate you.
They are completely different. A lot of the heroes are the same, but the villains in the first one, you have Thanos and you have Supreme Intelligence of the Kree. So those are the 2 big
okay.
bads. So those are different. But as far as mechanics go, they're different too. The first one has different mechanics. It has different layout of how things are played. This is a completely different game. I was worried about that. That's a great question. When I first got this, I was like, oh man, is this just a reskin of the same thing?
Right.
Different photos on the same card.
Right. It's not. It's a lot of fun. I actually really enjoyed this, and I was super skeptical coming into this because my collection's all comic book.
Okay.
So, man, now I've got screenshots against.
Are you just reading the comments?
Xandar.
How do we forget our own kid's name?
Yeah. So I really.
It's spelled different.
I like how it integrated. Sure, it's a little jarring as you're going through and you're playing, and it's like, whoa, comic book art, screenshot. But this is a really solid expansion.
Cool.
And it's a lot of fun to play. And I think for me, that overcame kind of that hesitancy. Especially when you throw in kind of those ties to like, I'm invisible, and the different funny things that made me laugh in the movies.
Right.
I found myself playing it, it's like, oh yeah, that scene. And it made it a lot more fun for me.
That's super cool.
So,
How many times have you played it?
I've played this 3 or 4 times.
Okay.
Yeah, so gotten a good feel of how things interact. The heroes generally do play really well together, but I would say there are some, like Rocket and Groot, he benefits off of having multiple named cards in your hand. So a lot of his cards do that. So the more you get of Rocket and Groot, the stronger he's going to be.
You need to go. All right.
Whereas like Star-Lord and Gamora play pretty well together, but I mean that fits with the movie too.
So you kind of need to know the movie a little bit.
It helps.
get it?
Who
It
doesn't
helps.
know the movie?
I mean, yeah.
I'm sure there's someone's mom out there that they're making
Sure,
play
yeah.
that's no
They force
clue.
them on.
No, yeah. You could play this, and you could recruit whoever you want to recruit into your deck. And then you're going to figure out, you know what? Oh, Drax doesn't play well with whoever. But that's part of the game, figuring out those combos and who does well together.
So replayability is high.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, and this does integrate with the rest of the Legendary universe.
Sure, so even do more, yep.
you can do tons of stuff with this. This is expansion 28.
Oh my.
So there's a lot
That's
of
a,
content out
that's a
there.
lot of choices.
Absolutely.
A lot. And we
It's
like
like-
to give
yeah.
you choices here at Tantrum House. I don't know what that means, but I was trying to get a segue
There's
into.
so many. Yeah.
We're watching the Saturday show. What is the Saturday morning show without commercials? You got to get some commercials in there.
Absolutely.
So after these messages, you guys know the rest?
Dun dun.
We'll be right back.
Entering black hole. Entering black hole.
Elon Musk, Richard Branson, and Jeff Bezos will have nothing on you when you play the Good Game Company's Space Chase, the intergalactic game of tag. You will journey through the galaxies in the attempt to be the last man standing. The game comes with a real fake ray gun for increased out-of-this-world fun. Space Chase from the Good Game Company.
Welcome back to. Thanks for a word from our sponsors.
That was a good 1950s, 60 looking commercial, right?
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
All right. We are looking at Dandelions from BoardGameTables.com. And I feel like they packed a lot of game in this little small box.
They did. It's got a interesting theme, definitely, but the gameplay is actually pretty fun. We were actually just talking about it. We were saying, oh no, this I would totally play again. Like
Yeah.
we should play it actually. So in this game, it is for 2 or 3 players only, and it takes about 15 minutes to play. So the first thing that we do, Larry, you're actually going first.
Yes.
All of us simultaneously are going to roll all of our die, and it's like
No whammies.
dandelion petals, feathers in the wind. So you roll them,
That's a 10.
and then you basically put them together by pips. So your 1s, your 2s, your 3s, your 4s, your 5s, your 6s.
Got it.
Okay, and then it's your turn, Larry.
Yep.
You obviously are the green dandelion marker here.
Winning already.
You can put down, you're going in a clockwise circle on all of these places. You
Okay.
can use any die you want. That's how many spaces you're moving.
1 die.
1 die. That's how many spaces you're
Okay.
moving. If you were to land on another person, you immediately move that same number of spaces again. So you can get around pretty far. And then whatever die you use goes on the place
the petal.
that you land. The petal that you land.
That you land
That you
on.
land. That's right.
What? I don't want to like give you guys bonus. I'm gonna go 2. 1, 2.
So actually you're gonna go 1, 2, and then you're gonna go 1, 2.
Yeah,
You
ballin'.
land on
Land
somebody.
on somebody.
You get a go.
I'm gonna switch with you, Sarah, so I can go second.
Okay.
So we go in a row. To which I'll go 3. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
And you only get to move on 2 times if you land
If you land exactly on someone
somebody.
with your die, you get to do that same die again in a circle. Okay, so here's some other rules that you're gonna want to know, Larry. If you put down
Here, I'll
the
do it, I'll do it.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna play a 3. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3.
And now her
And now
3
my
is
3.
on the pedal with my 3. So all of the same number she can move adjacent,
move all
left
of
or
these.
right.
I can move him back to the ones, or I can move him forward to the 3. I'm gonna move him forward. I know that gives
Okay, so here's
Jonah an advantage.
Yep. So here's what you need.
possibly, but
To know, Larry. At the end of the game, we're scoring 2 ways. We're gonna look at every petal, and it's whoever has
stick
the
a few out
most. Whoever has the
Let's pretend
most
we played.
die on that petal, you're gonna score.
Okay.
And then we're gonna
smarter.
score based on something called seed, which seed score is you get the pips on your dice. You get to score the pips on your dice.
Okay, put the rest of yours out. We're gonna pretend like we played.
I won.
All right, we're gonna pretend like we went around and around and around, play solid dice.
Right. So sorry. So let me say it again. We're gonna score sprout scores, which first thing is it's each die scores the number of the petal it's on. So this would be like 1 point for yellow, 2 points for green, 2 points for orange, and then you score this one. Every die being 2 points, you go around. Then at the end of the game, you're also gonna score seeds. Which seeds means whoever's got the most die on a particular petal scores all of the pips.
Oh.
So for instance, yellow on this particular, so everyone would get 3, 6, 9, 12, and then you get 3, 6, 9, 3, 6. But yellow would also score 3, 6, 9, 11 because
Yeah,
it had the
count-
most
count the
on
pips.
3. And then you come over
Just
here,
their pips, though.
just their pips, and you
pips,
come over
'cause
here
they
and you
won
do
majority.
the same scoring mechanism as well for 5. And you do the same scoring
What happens
mechanism
if we're
for
tied?
8. If you're tied, the person with the lower pips gets the score. Yep. And so that's how
Yep,
you play it.
yep.
So
So
as you go
you
around
win
this
the
game,
advantage here.
as you go around this
Winning
game,
already.
it's all about moving the die
Mm-hmm.
up or down, using the right number so that way you can move them so someone doesn't get the majority there, and kind of going around
Yep.
like that.
And these higher valued gardens, they only have 2 and 1 space to land on, so it is difficult to land
Yep.
on those. You've got to plan it out ahead of time.
If you land directly on the number 1 space where we started, you get to re-roll all the dice that you haven't played yet.
So we just play until we're out of dice.
You literally play 11 turns
11
until,
die.
until you're out of dice. 11 turns. And then you score. That's why it only takes 15 minutes.
Yeah.
But that is Dandelions.
Back to the couch.
Back to the couch.
Hey, I was just texting Kevin to tell him that he needs to do a live stream. We'll see what he says.
Yes. Yeah. The
All right.
people want it.
That's right. The people have spoken. We got to make this happen. We are looking at the game Zillionaires Road Trip USA on the table right now from, I have no idea who this is from. Big Potato Games. That's right. We each started with $49 zillion in our hand, and our amounts of money are secret. Basically, we're trying to play some bingo, essentially,
Okay.
with attractions across the United States of America. So, in the game, what we do is we reveal a card. We
I got $1 zillion to spend. I'm definitely road tripping around the world, not
Right.
just the U.S.
You could just buy
That's the
the
expansion.
attractions.
And the expansion, yeah.
We place this on 34. The numbers go around in a circle, and then basically we just get to do some bidding to see who wants to buy this starting property. So we're each super loaded. The only way to get money in the game is to have a payday
But
card
it costs
show
a
up.
ridiculous amount.
4 zillion, hardly anything. You got 49 zillion.
$4 zillion
That's the minimum bid. And,
for a blue whale in Oklahoma?
I feel like that's a great place. It's centrally located on our board. It's not bad. I'll start the bid at $4 zillion. It goes to Katie. Do you have any? Do you want to bid higher?
I'm gonna hold out for the Grand Canyon.
Okay.
I will definitely do 5 zillion.
I'm just-
It's a whale.
I don't know.
I'll go 6.
I don't know.
Okay,
If
then
the
I will do 20.
20. Whoa! Take it. You can have it.
20
sold.
zillion.
All right,
Yes,
so
there's
$20.
you get to bang the gavel.
You do.
Oh.
You get to move your
Yes.
marker onto that spot. And then it's going to become Katie's turn. She'll become our new zillionaire.
You know you
Reveal
wanna-
a card for us.
All right. This is shoe trees in Michigan.
Michigan. Okay.
Yeah,
number
29.
29, so-
Find that on the
Three.
board right there.
$3 zillion
Is your
for
starting
shoes
bid.
in a tree.
Okay.
I'm starting to think I might not see the Grand Canyon
It
in this.
could be tough. It's a big deck. It's a big
Yeah.
deck. All right. Big guess
How
to
do
you.
I get money back?
When we reveal a payday card,
Uh-huh.
you'll get paid for the number of attractions that you own
Okay.
on the board. So you're going to get paid more than
I
us
will
currently.
definitely do 4.
4, I'll do 5.
I'll do 6. For
I will-
shoes in
I
a
will
tree.
pass.
I should have been
6,
on the
I'll
whale.
do 7. I'm going 7, Katie. You going for 8?
You know the whale's better than that tree. Maybe.
No.
Depends on
8, 7. I got it for 7. All right.
All right. Sold the
Wait.
wheel.
Very nice.
Has anyone seen the blue whale of
Oh, that's a great
Catoosa?
question.
These are odd things, apparently. These are not
we
the
get-
normal.
The shoe trees. I mean, shoe tree sounds
Is
interesting.
Carthage in there?
It might be.
Maybe.
All right. Oh,
I've
we've
always
got
wanted.
Smiley Face Water Tower in Kansas.
Where's the peach? I want the Gaffney
Oh, it could be
peach.
in there. We
Oh,
don't know.
yeah.
If we're
All
gonna
right,
go water
give us one more
towers.
starting bid.
All right, so that's.
Where's that
I'll
at?
go.
31.
What-
Okay.
where is
31
it at?
right there.
Oh, yeah. I'll go 5.
I'll go 10.
I'll go 20.
Oh, are you?
$20 zillion.
That's because it's kind of in line with
Correct.
yours. I'll
Is
do
this bingo?
21.
Okay, you can have it. I was
Okay.
trying to trick you. All right, so Katie would buy one. Yep, good job, sold.
It's a little more
The
exciting.
power of the gavel.
It's at least got a smile
I
and
think I stacked the
usefulness
deck. All right,
since
so
it's a
now it's
tower.
payday. So we bid on this
Okay.
just like normal. It's a $1 million, $1 zillion geographical center of North America.
Oh, there
you-
is the Geographical Center of North America is in Rugby, North Dakota.
Now we know.
Fun fact of the
This
day.
also has
What?
more facts on it, I think, if you want to learn even more things.
This is fantastic.
What does the payday thing say?
Oh, North. Okay.
7 zillion
For every chip you
chip.
have on the board. So we would bid on this puppy. I would win.
Yes.
What?
I don't know, 49, where's that?
You have more money than we do.
I just spent like
40,
20 zillion.
40.
No, you
49
didn't. I bought it.
Is
Oh, 49 is the center. That's right. Okay.
Okay.
Because the paydays are going to be in the center.
Okay.
Which is going to be a super powerful board. If the center is already taken by somebody's token, I think you can like move this to anywhere you want on the board, which is super powerful.
Ooh.
Oh.
Lots of little
So when the
strategies.
paydays come in. Okay.
Correct.
So-
Essentially, what you're trying to do though is get 4 of your tokens in a row. So if I can get here, then we win the game. But you're going to get paid for the number of tokens you have on the board. So I want to buy it so I can get 2,
Right.
so I can get 14 zillion.
So you keep going.
And then, yeah,
Wow.
we just keep bidding and bidding. And there are times where like everybody passes and nobody gets it. There's times when you're like super high bidding because you need that 4th slot to win the game.
Yes.
And so it really does come down to hand management on your money. This is secret, so nobody knows how much you really got. And you want to be able to outbid the people on that last one because I need 27 to
Yeah.
win the game.
Yep. So you need to keep enough money. I love the word zillion. I
It
I
is-
wanted
it
to
is
play
surprisingly
like I play
fun.
with zillions of dollars.
I'm
That's
gonna
just-
look at some of these other things.
Do the
Yeah,
do the numbers repeat in the deck?
They do
Miles
not,
the
except
Monster.
for this center one. So
Okay.
everything else is 1, but paydays are, I believe, are all the paydays on 49? Oh, and there's some like ranges where you can pay. Oh, that's right.
Yes, a range.
So some of the paydays are.
I'm trying to see. Are any of these things I've actually seen? The pineapple maze in Hawaii.
I have seen that online, but I've not personally been there.
Larry, have you been to the
Pistachio
pineapple
Land?
maze in
I want to go to
Hawaii?
Pistachio
20
Land.
zillion to drive to
Larry
Oklahoma.
has seen one of these things.
I think I had seen at least 1 or 2 when I looked through the
Okay.
deck. Some
Turnip Rock.
of the paydays are going to let you pick any spot.
Oh, so you
it's
can
like
get that in order.
It is a specific spot, but it's like anywhere on the board,
Some
which
of
is
these
sometimes exactly what you
interesting
need
things.
to finish off your
All
spot.
right.
This is a fun one. It's a good
Yes.
time of if you like bidding games. This is a pretty neat one. There's Foam Hinge. They don't have Car Hinge. They got Foam Hinge
Is that a
Foam
in Virginia.
hinge.
octopus
great-
trees?
some
It's made out of
stuff out here.
foam, I assume.
The Hammer Museum, Blockbuster, the last
Yes.
Blockbuster.
The
Yeah.
last Blockbuster. Where
This
is
is
that?
brilliant.
Oregon, they're
Bend,
still crushing it out
Oregon.
there. I see pictures
Wow.
of it online every once in
Yeah.
a while. Great times. So that is Zillionaires from Big Potato Games. Check that one out if you enjoy bidding games. This is a lot of fun. Are we ready at the table?
Ready.
Back over there.
We're back, and we're playing It's a Wonderful Kingdom from Lucky Duck Games. This
Might be
is,
familiar with It's a Wonderful World.
right, this is like the next, what do you call, I was going to say predecessor, but that's not it. What is the next one? Sequel. No, sequel. That's it.
Yep.
Okay, this is the sequel, and it's a dual game kind of. It's for 1 or 2 players. There's a solo mode. Obviously, we've got 2 people here, so we're gonna walk you through it. So in this game, Sarah, you
Yes.
start with a hand of 6 cards. You have them here, these guys, and we are playing the Menace module, I believe it's called. And so here's what's gonna happen for the particular module. We're gonna keep them this way so the camera can see it. Here's what's gonna happen. You're also gonna take one of those frost giants that you have and put just one in your hand. Okay, just one.
Do
And
I
I'm gonna take one of
select?
my they're all
Oh,
the
they're all
same.
the same.
I'm gonna take one of my giant rats and put it in the hand. Okay, so here's how this is gonna work. On your turn, you always take all of the cards from one side. This side or this side. Take all of the cards from one side, even if there's no cards there. You can still select, I'm taking the card from this side, which is really nothing. And then you take 2 cards out of your hand and you place them on either side you want, either or, both on the same, whatever you want to do. And then we're going to go back and forth until we've used all of the cards in our hand. Okay. Once you get those cards, you're going to make a selection line of those cards for the next phase of the game. So we're going to go back and forth and do that. I think technically I'm up first. So I think I'll take this one, and then I'll put these 2 down on that side.
Okay.
So then it's your turn. Okay, most of the cards that we have currently are going to be cards that we can build. They're going to have the cost on the left side of the card and the reward if you recycle them in the top right side. Okay. If you or I get the frost giant or the giant rat, that's obviously going to hurt us. So one of the things you can do in this game, for instance, like I can take. Oh, I think I took that card and I'm supposed to put it here. I don't know where I put it. Like I can take the one that you pick up goes down in front of you. So I'll take those 2, and then what I actually can do, Sarah, is I can use one of these tokens to put one of my cards face down.
Ooh.
Or both of my cards face down, so you don't know what you're getting now. And of course, you're back up.
Well, this is a very expensive card.
It is kind of expensive.
Ooh. Yeah, I guess I'll do this. Take
So it stays face down. You don't. Get
Oh,
to flip it.
I don't even get
You
to
don't
see
get to flip it
it?
yet.
Until the end.
Not till the end, and then you get to put 2 more down.
Okay. I'm not sure what this...
It'll all make sense in the next round.
Can I do that, or they have to
Sure, you can totally do that. Ooh, interesting, Sarah. Well, I'll take these guys, and then I'll put these guys here.
Okay. All right, I can pick up and
Pick up and then put 2 down.
I can do from my hand.
Yeah, you gotta put them down up here. You only put 1 down.
Okay.
There you go. And then I'll pick this up, which I think is my 4th time, so I'm done. Somehow I have an uneven number of cards in my hand. But
You're
it's
supposed
up.
to draw 7.
Oh, I'm supposed to have 1 more?
Yeah.
There it is. And Sarah, you get to
Oh.
take the last 2.
Doing that.
Cool. And then these are going to be trashed. We're not going to use those. Okay, so here's how this works now for phase 2 of the game. You flip everything that was upside down over.
Aha!
Okay, cool. So this is your selection row, I believe they call it. So you've got 2 options here. For every single card, you've got 2 options.
Okay.
Your first option is you can trash it for whatever is in the top right corner. So if you trash it for what's in the top right corner, like on that card, I get 2 purple gems. The purple gems either have to go on cards that you've moved up to your construction, saying I'm going to try to build them, or to your duchy. And your duchy has a special spot in the top or the bottom right corner where if you collect 5 gems of any color, it'll turn into a red gem, which is basically a wild.
Perfect.
Okay? So I'm gonna move this card up because I'm gonna try to build it. I throw that card away. So we're all gonna do that simultaneously as we go. I also have a frost giant. I got one of your frost giants in my hand. So because I've got a frost giant, it actually goes underneath one of the cards that's on my construction row, and now this card is frozen. I can still build on it, but I can't complete the card unless I get enough army tokens to beat the frost giant.
Nice.
So we do that for all the cards in our hand, both at the same time. It's kind of simultaneous play there. So I'll move that guy up. I'll throw that guy away. I'll get purple. And I'll throw both of these away and get 2 blues. Okay, once you've completed that, what we do now is we basically do like our production. So here's how this works. You kind of go around the board, starting with these gray looking cubes.
Just
and
like
you
the other. Like,
Yep,
just like the
and
other
basically
game.
you look for how many that you produce that is cards that you completed coming off your duchy. So like for instance, I get 3, I think you probably get 3 as well. And again, they have to go on cards and or in the bottom right corner of the duchy. So by putting those 3 cubes I just got on my barracks, I'll actually have complete my barracks, so those can go back, and I get 2 army cubes, or army tokens, as a result. And I also get to place this card right above my duchy because that is now part of my production.
Okay.
That makes sense?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Then we move on to the purple cards. Purple tokens. How many purple tokens do you have? I have 1. I just got it. That allows me to take the 1. I've got to put it somewhere. And then, of course, because I had more purples than you had, I actually get another army token.
Oh, nice.
So that's going to, of course, help you for defeating your frost giants or giant rats. If you were to get a giant rat, you actually get a bunch of vermin that come along with it as well that you have to defeat. And basically, you're going to play 4 rounds of that back and forth, just like how we did it. So it's kind of the selection, which is... what do you call that mechanic? I put down, you choose. What is it called?
Yeah.
Someone help me.
Choose.
I split, you choose. I cut, you choose?
I cut, either
okay,
way.
whatever. You guys understand. It's that mechanic, and then you're going to basically turn on your cards and or turn them in for the resources, and then you're going to do production. The very end of the game, it's most points win. A lot of the cards are going to give you points as you start to get toward them, and as you can build them, they're just going to be able to give you points. 4 rounds of that, and it's most points wins. There's a bunch of different modules in this box, though. So, like, for instance, I think we're technically playing the Menace module, and there's lots of menaces. We played with frost giants and giant rats, but there are shadows and thieves. There's the Advisors module, which are going to add some different cards. There's quest modules as well, and of course there's a whole page of solo scenarios as you get into it. So that is It's a Wonderful Kingdom, the sequel to It's a Wonderful World from Lucky Duck Games. Okay, we're going back to the couch.
So we're here at the couch looking at some of the new expansion maps for Cartographers. Is Sarah coming back over here? I feel like she might know more about these things, but we'll definitely be happy to tell you what we know.
Here is the original map from the original game, and here are some of the expansion. I don't know if we call them expansions, but they're definitely new maps, and I guess they're all
expansions because they're adding. They're
adding cards, and some of them definitely add new mechanics. So with this one, Kethera's Steep Step.
This tongue twister.
Kethera's Step. Okay. You get some new cards that are attack cards, but you're also in this one. Have these 2 spaces that are these little torches that you're trying to light, and you surround them just like you would surround a mountain, and you would get a coin for that, but it also activates these torches, which go along with some of the new options for scoring. Some of these things are like you want them surrounded by houses or different things like that. These little zones are mentioned in some of the scoring cards. You have to have certain things inside those zones, close enough to those little beacons.
It's pretty slick.
So yeah,
I know in the Frozen Expanse that the storyline is something along the lines of that there was this queen who sent out cartographers into the Frozen Expanse. They get taken out by like frost giants or something, and the map is maybe like half finished or something.
it's got little imprints, so they've been scouted.
Yeah, they've already figured out
And I don't know if you can see them on here, but there's faint little indications of what terrain has to go in those spaces.
Right, so it's already been mapped out by a previous cartographer who didn't make it back. And
Right.
you basically got to finish his map. It comes with new hero cards that you can see over there as well. That
These
allow you
are-
to do some new...
Yeah, some new heroes and some new attack cards. There, as I say, it also comes with a frozen lake, and if you're able to completely surround the lake, you get either 3 coins or 4 coins, depending on what side of the map you're using. And then it counts as filled, but no specific
You don't
terrain
have to
type.
actually fill it in, yeah, that's
Right.
pretty
So the biggest difference with this one is you've got those terrain types you have to put in certain places. So
I'm sure
that's pretty
that
exciting.
on our Tantrum house party coming up September 1st through 3rd, we'll probably be playing one of these versions of the game during the house party.
Just one?
I mean,
Maybe more?
could be maybe more. I don't know. We'll
Okay.
see what happens. One a day. It'll be a 3-day event, so come
Maybe
tune
one a
in.
day.
We'll give you guys some printable versions of this so you can play along with us. And do you know anything about this middle one? Sarah?
Yeah.
What's the, or do you got it?
This is the Wasteland Market Hornhelm. And basically this one adds a market in there. You can see it on the back. of the things. These are things that you can purchase and add to them by spending coins. So you have to gain the coins and then you mark them out. You no longer get them as points, I believe, but you do get those purchase things, and they help you fill out your map better. And then there's this deck of merchants, and they correspond with, I'll just tear this off here. They correspond with which row or column you can buy things. So you turn over 3, I believe. So if this is the 3 you're working with, you would be able to purchase these, or these in that round. So it's also limited by what merchants available in that one. So that's pretty interesting.
I think that sounds right up my alley. I get so many coins when I play Cartographers. Now I can spend them. Yes.
And then this one, I was hoping you knew something about.
I
'cause it
don't
didn't actually have any of the instructions with it, but it looks like
It's a secret.
it looks, as I say, it looks like islands that you have to fill in, and that would be much harder to get things to fit inside of these small island spaces because you're not working with a huge grid. You're working with a bunch of small grids. Like I said, unfortunately, I don't have any of the instructions, so we'll have to find those and figure out what this one's about.
We'll just play it and hope we do it right.
Oh, please.
That's my
If we let you do it, then no, it'll
We
definitely
need to
not
get
be
the
right.
Larry and Larry show back on here and teach us how to play Cartographers. Those are several new expansion packs that are coming to Cartographers from Thunderworks Games. So be sure to check out those. I think you can get them on their website now. And then, as I mentioned, we'll be playing them sometime soon. So that'll be a lot of fun. You guys ready at the table?
Yes.
Back over there.
Hello, welcome back to the table. Today we're playing Ticket to Ride, the San Francisco edition. The main differences between this and regular Ticket to Ride are the introduction of tokens. And so there are 2 tokens, depending on how many players you are, in different spots on the board. When you ticket into that area, when you lay a route into that area, you get to choose which of the tokens you get to take, and you are trying to collect sets. Depending on how many of the different kinds you have, it's different amounts of points. So if you have 3, it's 2 points, but if you have 6, it's 9 points.
Gotcha.
And you're trying to get more, different sets of tokens are better. And then we have ferries, which are just like the tunnels where you have to have a wild to place into there. The biggest difference of these, it's not train cars, it's trolley cars.
Trolley cars.
San Francisco, and then of course we have the different locations around San Francisco. But if you would like to start, we can just play a couple rounds and see what we can do.
Let's do it. I'm going blind.
Okay.
Because that's how I roll.
So you can pick up 2 cards that are visible or just 1 wild. So I'm going to pick a card. There's always going to be 5 visible. If there are ever 3 wilds on the board, we're going to completely erase the board.
That's right. When's the last time that you played a full game of Ticket to Ride?
Probably about 3 weeks ago when I played this.
Oh, okay. No worries. I played Ticket to Ride last night
Really?
on the app version.
Okay, I play the app a lot.
Yeah, the app
It's a
version.
lot faster.
Yeah, way faster. You can get it through in like 15 minutes.
Oh, easily.
Full game.
Yeah, it's definitely, if you haven't checked out the app, definitely do. I have not seen if San Francisco's on the app yet.
I didn't actually look that closely yesterday, but
But are you laying down or did you pick up
I
cards?
picked up. You can go.
Okay, I'm going to lay 3 yellow.
Oh my
I am not getting a token, but I am getting 4 points.
That is correct. I'm gonna lay down a green and a wild
Okay.
to go
Taking that
here
ferry.
with my train cars.
And then you get to pick one of those 2 tokens.
Yep.
Right now, it doesn't matter.
I think I'm taking
But
this guy.
Melissa definitely won the last game we played because she got to all the tokens. She didn't take more missions like she normally does. But I'm going to take 1 blind. But it worked out really well for her. Those tokens add up points quick.
Add up points quick. I'm gonna do this and go here.
Okay. Have you completed your mission yet?
I did. It's their short missions.
They're short,
they're
except, so with 2 players, it's not so bad.
Yeah.
When you start hitting the 3 and 4, this board is smaller, but it's also easier to travel with than the normal Ticket to Ride game. So that's the Ticket to Ride San Francisco expansion. We ready back at the couch?
We are ready.
Okay, back to the couch.
We are here at the couch with.
We're not actually the couch.
We're not.
Hey, we're not here.
Well, leave me
Oh
alone.
my goodness.
He's running the camera stuff.
We are here with Fill in the Game by Print Ninja. Was printed by Print Ninja. And this game.
I think this is a self-published game. I mean,
Oh.
yeah. Designer. Is he on here?
I don't see
At
it.
the bottom.
Maybe.
I thought there was something
Somewhere
at the
around
bottom.
there. Anyway, this game you have doing different challenges in the game. So, for instance, I would draw a card here, and then I need to pick a person that's going to have to complete this challenge.
Oh my.
So, Xander,
Okay.
would you want the top or the bottom? There's 2 challenges on the card, so the person you pick gets to pick
Is there
the
like
top or the
one's
bottom.
gonna be easy or one's gonna be hard? No.
Yeah, there are harder and easier ones.
I mean, but you don't know whether
you
it's gonna be
don't
top
know.
or the bottom. Oh, okay.
You don't know.
Some of them are just really crazy.
They're just
and some of them are
random
easier.
challenges.
Okay.
I guess I'll do top.
Top. All right. So then you read the card, and there will be a blank in the statement, which whoever's reading the card, which is me, gets to add in whatever you want into the blank. So
Oh my.
this says toss a stunt card over your head and catch it behind your back while blank. So while standing up. We'll make it easy for you the first
Okay.
time.
I
You,
was just
Why
saying,
don't you
yes.
stand over here?
you get 5 chances
5 chances.
Okay.
to toss the card up and catch
Stand
it
right.
behind your back.
Stand like right here.
Yes.
Yeah.
I get 5 chances?
Yeah.
Okay, ready? First one.
No.
Uh-oh.
Am I allowed to look backwards?
Yeah. Oh, it's
that
close
actually
one.
was pretty close.
Slide over just a little bit
He's
more
gonna
closer
get
there.
this. He's used to doing like YouTube challenges.
Oh,
Wait, that was my
that's
third?
3. You got 2
Okay.
more chances.
So bad throw. Okay, it's my last chance, I think.
All right.
One more. Oh
Be on my back.
no! There
No,
you
it
go.
didn't go
Over.
behind his back. He's gonna try it
Go.
again.
Oh,
so
right off the fingertips. So, if he would have completed that challenge, he would have gotten 3 points, which you can probably see here. There is another challenge. If you don't complete the challenge, you get a game changer card, which this one says, play the failed challenge on another player. That's for you.
Uh-oh.
So I'm allowed to play this whenever I want?
No, you get to tell somebody else to do this challenge.
Oh.
Who do you want to try this?
Should totally have your mom.
And you can change the word, so she can do it. It says toss a sun card over your head and catch it behind your back while doing what?
Well, I should make it hard or easy?
Yeah.
I guess I'll
While
make it hard.
whistling.
Oh, whistling?
Oh
Okay.
boy.
Oh, whistling.
Okay.
That would be an automatic fail for me because I don't whistle.
Okay. I'm gonna stand up. I think I need to stand up. I'll go back here. So hopefully you can still see me on camera. Okay.
Oh,
Wait,
only
that's too
your.
low.
No.
Only
No,
You gotta move the chair.
move the chair.
Okay.
Or do it in the
Are you
Ready?
sure you can? I think it'd be easier sitting because then you'd be like, oh, I caught it.
Katie's already cheating!
No, way too far.
Okay.
It's hard to get that card to go just straight over.
I think if you spin it like this.
Oh, Larry would have done it. Apparently.
Oh, can't. It blows it away. Can't do it.
That was like your third
All
try,
right.
I think?
I think this is the last one.
So close.
It landed on your shoulder. You caught it.
So close.
You caught it with
That
your
is
shoulder.
hard.
That is hard. All right. We picked
All
like the
right.
hardest thing.
I
in
know,
here, 'cause
right?
There's stuff that's way
Here,
easier
you
than
pick
this. Okay.
somebody. You have to pick a person
Well, that's good.
to do the
All right.
challenge.
And you can
Larry,
challenge
do you,
anybody.
Larry,
no.
do you want the top or the bottom?
Let's see. The bottom.
Okay. Pretend to be my sweet elderly grandmother and tell me a story about your younger days when you got in trouble at school.
Oh my goodness. Well, Sam, you know, back in the good old days when I was a little younger, we walked to school uphill both ways.
Of course.
I I was in my classroom, and this little boy looked a little bit like Xander here. He was making fun of me. And you know what? I just got up and smacked him on the face.
This literally sounds like a story my grandmother told me.
Unfortunately, the teacher saw me and smacked me in the booty. And I got in trouble. It was a sad day.
Perfect. All right, so
I did it.
this is a +1.
So I get 1 point. So if you complete it,
Because that
you
one
just put it in
wasn't
front of-
hard. That wasn't
No, it
nearly
wasn't
as hard.
No,
to
the other one was
The
3
other ones?
points.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, you keep on going around. So Katie would pick one and pick somebody, and you keep on going around to complete these. I think you play until like 10 points or something.
All right. Let's do Sarah again.
Okay.
You want to do top or bottom? How do I know which one's top or bottom?
What this is.
Oh, okay. So you can turn it either way and read the rules.
Let's do top.
Okay. This is.
Oh, it's a rule.
It's a
So
rule.
there are different things. So
Yeah. Here's a rule. Other players must
you get to fill it in whatever you want.
clap before speaking when it's not their turn.
All right. So then
And negative 1 point if you don't do it.
Yes. So you would put this in front of Sarah. Sarah, you have to. You're the one that has to make sure that this rule doesn't get broken, and you determine who gets the -1 point if they don't
Perfect.
clap before talking.
Before, on their turn.
If it's not their turn.
Oh, if it's not their turn or it's
think
on
it's-
their turn?
Before speaking when it's not their turn.
Oh, okay.
All right. So it's my turn. Katie, you pick one since you haven't done one yet.
I'm going to do the bottom one.
Good, because the other one was the top.
Okay.
Or rule. All right. As a passionate protester, march around holding an imaginary sign while chanting your protest about mustard. Without laughing.
Oh, without laughing, that's not a thing. Is
It
that
is.
really a thing?
Yeah, you can't do it. You gotta do it without laughing.
Okay.
For
I don't think I
30
can do it.
seconds.
I don't think I can do it. Okay. No more mustard! No more mustard! Here's my fake sign. No! No mustard in the fridge! Free the mustard! Ouch!
If Kevin were here, he would be appalled. For those of you who don't know, we do have a running joke that Kevin has more mustard than is humanly needed in his refrigerator.
That's what he was gonna wish for from a genie.
Yes.
He thought it was a reasonable wish from a genie.
To get
more mustard.
So yeah. That's how you play. Fill in the game. You play till 10 points. Katie would get a game changer since she laughed too much.
No, sorry. There wasn't gonna be any way I was gonna not laugh during that.
That's why you've picked a good card. So I think we're going back to the table.
To the table.
Table. Run, Xander.
Bring it back over. So while Xander runs over to join me, because he's going to teach us and explain to us. Yeah. Oh, right there's fine. How to play Pre-histories. Let me give a quick shout out to our sponsor, BG Shield. They've got 2 different products that we've used on the show a number of different times. The Repels Spills small blue bottle. You've probably seen us pour soda and ketchup and whatever else onto our board games. And this guy waterproofs to your boards, which is really slick. They've got a new product that is also a germ killer and protector, and their new green bottle product will keep fingerprints and smudges off of your games. It also sanitizes, and this is an interesting thing that I didn't know what this means or how it works, but if you spray it on your minis, apparently it gives it a nano protection shield that will protect it from fading and from smudge and all that kind of stuff. Does the same thing for your board games, like basically UV coats it so that it won't fade or anything, which is pretty slick. You can check those out on BGG's website in their store. You can get a hold of the BG Shield product. Pretty cool stuff. We are looking at the game Pre-histories. I can spray some on here right now, but why don't you, Xander, explain to us a little bit about Pre-histories. So what are we trying to do in the game?
So the game is basically you try to get like these animals. So you draw 2 cards.
3 to start off with.
Yeah, 3 to start off with. I pick 3. And then you look at your cards. You can either put them like down here.
You can save them or you can play them.
Or you can play them.
I'm going to play 2 of them.
I'll play 2 of them.
And then everybody reveals at the same time.
3, 2, 1.
How do we know who goes first? I got 8.
Oh, I have lower numbers.
Lower numbers. So
I go first.
His hunter-gatherers are faster than mine are. So he gets to do what?
I get to take one of these out of any of these places.
Hunting grounds.
Hunting grounds, yeah. So I'll take this one.
So he has to be able to afford the tile, which he can. He's got 7.
I got 7, but I get a penalty for doing it.
Yeah, so if he gets between 7 and 9, he takes the tile, but then based on this card, we see that because he broke an arrow in the hunt, he's only going to get to draw 1 card for the next round. If he had 10 plus, then he would get to draw 2 cards. He gets to add that tile anywhere on his board. I think I got your board sideways, sorry.
Oh.
And he's trying to fulfill a couple of different missions. So he's either trying to totally surround one of these mega hunts. He's trying to cover all 9 spaces in the center of his board. He's trying to get 8 equal of the same animals on his board anywhere touching. Those are random goals that change from game to game. Every game, if you complete an entire row or column, or every time you get one of these super hunts, which cost you like 16 total cards to be able to play, then you'll score and get to place one of these tokens. How do we win the game?
It's first to run out to have no of the tokens left in their pile of tokens.
Yeah. So if you can spend all your tokens first, you'll win the game. Your cards go into your discard. Any cards that you didn't play or saved can go in your hand, and then depending on how well you did on your hunt, determines how many cards you get. If you didn't place a tile, you get to draw 3 cards off of your deck. That's pretty much the only way that you're ever going to get enough to be able to do one of these big hunts at the bottom. This is from 25th Century Games. We've had a lot of fun playing it recently. We played it several times. The other side of the board flips over and is for 4 to 6 players, I think, or 4 to 5 players, and has additional hunting slots on the board. These tiles have to be placed with the animal facing up on your board, and so you do have some limitations. However, you can flip them as well, which is cool. Anytime you cover a handprint on your board is another opportunity for you to collect additional cards in the game. And then, yeah, you are just trying to spend the last of these tokens. Now, the cool thing about Pre-histories is that they actually have a Kickstarter that's getting ready to come later this year. We got an early copy of it. I'll give you just a teeny tiny sneak peek at this. Tell us, without telling us too much, don't spoil too much, what are we gonna get inside of these cool numbered envelopes, Xander?
Some new maps and stuff, some new tiles.
Tiles that we place on top of existing map locations.
Then also some new characters in it.
Yeah, some new cards. I actually don't look at it. There's one right here. And how many envelopes right here? I think we can say that.
1, 2, 3.
And one more.
4.
Whoa! Oh, stuff just falling out left and right. 4 new components, and they're not really legacy, they're just modules that you can play in the game, and so they will add some new tiles and things to the board. We actually will have a Kickstarter preview video on our channel sometime soon, so you can check it out and actually get even more detail, but be on the lookout for Pre-histories' new expansion, Pre-histories Evolution, coming from 20th Century Games, I think maybe this month. They've got a Kickstarter that's coming with 2 different campaigns. They're actually doing expansions for their Space Explorers game as well, so check both of those out. Thanks for explaining how to play. All right, let's head back over to the couch.
Welcome back to the couch. We're talking.
Oh, what happened over there?
Quick change. We're talking about Sorcerer's Arena, the latest expansion, Epic Alliance's Turning the Tide. We have 3 new characters. We have Stitch, Moana, and Davy Jones, and they bring with them some new characteristics. We have the addition of ocean tiles, which Moana gets to put out, and if you happen to be a ocean character and land on the tile, you get to go an extra step.
Ooh, nice.
Which is really nice. Then we have cursed ones come along with Davy Jones, because obviously he's a villain. And there's just extra curse tokens like you have in the base game.
Yep.
And then Stitch's special effect is no punchbacks.
Oh, nice.
Which basically means all damage to this character would deal to a rival Stitch if possible.
Nice.
So just like in the film, you get to that. So we have played a bunch of these online.
So you can go back and watch our videos. Sorcerer's Arena is inspired by a mobile app where you either have 2 or 4 players playing teams of 3 characters that you get to mix and match. And there's a bunch of expansions.
Yep, so the base box comes with Sorcerer's Apprentice Mickey, Gaston, Maleficent, Aladdin, Ariel, Dr. Facilier, Demona, and Sully.
Perfect. I love
So
that
I think
there's
we have played.
I'm still looking for
all of
Cruella
the-
DeVille. I hope she's in the next one.
She's got to come in the next one.
So I believe we have played all of the characters. We have taken on the role of them and have played each other, and so we are now going to be moving to the expansion soon. So check out those videos coming on our channel.
Absolutely.
very soon.
Is there any questions? I now no longer can reach my phone.
No, well, if you're all wondering why I'm not dressed up, they didn't tell me fast enough that I needed a Baby Jones.
Tentacles. Just fingers.
Tentacles.
Yes. Tentacle fingers. There you go.
They both ran and got costumes. I was like, wait, what?
Oh, man.
Okay, so we have something fun.
Uh-oh.
This box just arrived, so we thought we'd do an unboxing.
Just
Literally just arrived. I cut the tape so we didn't have to cut ourselves on live camera.
We know this is like a game or something, not just like somebody's socks they ordered.
Go, Xander.
It's addressed to Tantrum Mouse.
Okay, well.
There is paper.
There's paper.
And paper.
What is it?
10 Plagues.
Ooh, 10 Plagues.
The card game.
The prototype.
So
I'm waiting for this.
Hold on. Complete your pyramids to score points, but watch out for the plagues.
Oh, wow.
Are all 10 plagues inside the box?
Well,
Don't open the box.
Yeah.
So we've got
Well, there's definitely this card that has boils on it.
the Exodus.
All right, this is from Peace and Love Games.
This is
Prototype.
definitely an inside look. You'll probably be seeing this game on our channel
Blood.
maybe a month or 2 months from now, just depending on when the
right.
they're gonna have a Kickstarter, I think. But it just came in, so we wanted to
You name all 10 plagues in order.
in order.
Bible trivia, people.
In order is tougher.
Uh-huh.
Can I go out of it?
We'll see. They're in order right now, so.
Oh, I was
In
gonna say.
order is super
Was
tough.
the snake rod, right?
I was just, no.
What did you say?
To turn the snake.
No.
No, that's not a
The-
plague.
That's not a
That's
plague.
just a miracle.
The-
First one is the river to blood.
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 The second one, I believe, is frogs.
Correct.
Yeah, yeah.
Whoa.
Frogs.
Is it flies next?
Flies next.
No.
Oh, man.
I would have
Itchy on your
Boils.
scalp.
boils.
Itchy
No.
on your scalp with little bugs.
Lice.
Lice.
Oh, lice is
I wouldn't have remembered that.
I know, right?
In order
be
is too
honest.
hard.
and flies.
Hey, it's not my
It
fault.
And is
Flies.
it flies?
No.
No.
Locust.
Locust.
It says wild beasts.
Wild beast.
Oh, I think
Which
so.
one
yeah.
was that? Which one is
Oh,
that
just
one?
killed a bunch
So
of
Wild
beasts.
beasts.
all
The
the livestock.
Livestock.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the
And
livestock
then-
We
died.
missed one.
Yeah. And then we've got
Flies. or locusts.
pestilence.
Okay.
Okay. And then it's got the icky.
Flies.
Then it's flies?
Locusts.
No, the things on your skin.
Boils.
Oh,
Is it-
Oh, I thought
boils.
boils was a long time ago.
And then we've got
Locusts. Just did you guess
from
it?
the sky giant spheres of ice.
Oh, and it
Hail.
looks like it's
Hail.
got the
Flaming
Hebrew.
hail.
Giant
I
spheres
think
flies
that's
through.
Hebrew.
I
Hebrew
understand.
letters.
And then the bugs.
Giant
That are
spheres. I missed that
grasshoppers.
story.
Locusts.
Locusts. We
And
got one.
And then the flies? No.
And then,
Darkness.
Did we get flies in there?
darkness.
Darkness.
And
I
then
don't
Maybe that
Child.
was pestilence.
Flies.
down to the first board.
Pestilence.
There you go.
The children.
Push you on the spot there.
Is pestilence flies? Is that what it is?
I believe it's supposed to, yeah, it's gonna
Okay,
pestilence,
that's
it's gonna
what
be
it
the
was.
dead flies.
Flies, and I was like, I don't remember specifically
Any
flies.
Yeah.
I was like, man, I feel bad. Should I be remembering flies? Everyone keeps saying flies.
And there we go.
There you go.
Close. Got it.
Anyway, we have no idea how to play, but we'll figure it out soon,
Yeah.
and you'll probably see a video on our channel for the 10 Plagues, the card game. Just came in.
I think that's it.
So we say, I think that.
that is our list for today.
Yep.
But if you are watching this and are at Gen Con, which you probably aren't watching this if you're at Gen Con,
Maybe
Kevin
later.
and Melissa are there at the Keymaster booth. So I'm hoping to see some photos, hopefully online today or tomorrow, from them having fun with all the peoples at Gen Con. We're holding down the fort here at home, having fun playing games today and the rest of this weekend. Don't forget, maybe Will can put a link in the chat. There is the Tantrum House party coming up next month.
I can't believe
our-
it's coming
I
up
know.
really
Wow.
fast. Really fast.
Our show for Saturday Morning Board Game Show will be part of it next month, so it'll be a little bit different. Just because it'll be wrapped up also with the
We're gonna be tired.
house party.
Yeah.
But it's not 24 hours straight.
Wait, oh,
it's
that's
just
true.
3 days.
We'll
of
just
fun.
be having, we'll just have a
We'll
lot
be
of
living on
caffeine.
caffeine. Yep.
Yes.
A lot of
All right. But we'll, I think, hopefully added a link to the chat for that. So you can go and register. We will have a similar Zoom party, a little bit different format, but similar for those who want to be a part of the games. And we're going to have lots of stuff where you can play along with us. So looking forward to all of that. So
Thanks for being here.
yeah, thanks for
That's
checking
for
out our show
watching.
today. We will see you next time.
Bye. Congratulations.